Alright guys, do you see the state of this kitchen? It's time for a Reno kitchen. I'm very excited, but I am very nervous about cleaning it out. It's going to be a lot. Every little cupboard is getting a clear out and only about half of it is going to go back in, I'm assuming. I've been slowly getting little bits. New hob, new extractor fan, new sink, new tap. The dishwasher is coming out for now, and we do plan on getting a newer one, but we want it more flush to the cupboards, so we're just going to put a door on it for now. And everything's going to get painted. So I guess let's just clear it out. This cupboard door is going to get fixed as well. We have extra hinges for the cupboards that we're doing in the living room. I bought a 10 pack, we only need 3, or 1, 2, 4, 6, we need 6, and so there's 4 extra, so 2 can go on there, and 2 can go on there. It's actually perfect amount that we need extra of. If not, I'll just get some more on Amazon. But yeah, let's clear out. It's going to be interesting, so let's just try. I don't even know where to start. Oh my god. This is where the boiler used to be, so there's actually nothing in here. I want to try and make this useful storage wise. I just don't really know how, but I guess that's a later problem. For now, let's just clear it out. So I'm going to put you guys on time lapse because it's going to take quite a few hours. And the cupboards are going to need to be cleaned down, and then we can paint everything. I've got a new clock coming also, which is a beautiful clock. But yeah, some things we're keeping, some things we're not. I do want all new plates and cutlery and all of that, but that will be built up over time because it's a lot of expense to change all of that in one go. But I think for now we can keep some stuff, and then it'll be like a one in, one out system. Right, baby?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do this. Let's clear it. Ah!
Okay guys, day 1 of the kitchen makeover. I basically cleared out every single cupboard so they were empty and got rid of half of the stuff. Everything that I didn't want was either gone in the bin or left outside for people to take what they wanted. And I also did try and start on these popcorn ceilings and walls, but it was a bit of a struggle, so I'll get to that a little bit later on in the video.
We are at, well, I look like I'm on my own, are at Top's Tiles to just look for backsplash. We just need a 60 by 60 metre tile in a warm tone, natural stone. Fingers crossed, 1 tile and we'll take it home with us. Anyway, yesterday we went out to get that tile for the backsplash for the hob. Ran around quite a few places and ended up going to the place we originally messaged on Marketplace because we just needed 1 60 by 60 tile, which will fit perfect. This is what we got. I don't know if you can see. Really neutral, nice graining, not too thick, the depth of the tile, so we'll be able to cork around it and it won't look too out of place because we are just going to stick it on top of the tiles that are there. We also, I don't know if I've shown you, the sink tap has arrived. That's all like my new kitchen stuff in this box here. But this is our kitchen tap there, which is lovely. I'm waiting for a few more handles because I wanted to switch up which ones have the shell cup and which ones have the small round handles. We just need 2 more to come. I've ordered the paint on Amazon. I did also specific cupboard paint and then wall paint separately as well. And the sink's coming today and the new extractor fan's coming today, and then the hob I think is coming tomorrow. And then tile paint's coming tomorrow also. So things are coming along. This is what the kitchen is currently looking like, which is not that different. It's still pretty crap. But I did just take these holes out. This had a calendar screw in the wall for a calendar to hang on, and then this was the clock. And I just pulled it out with a hammer and that happened. So I'm gonna have to wall fill that. This wall was where I'm gonna have my new clock that I bought from Amara. So I did want to sand this wall down a little bit. It is textured, and I tried to scrape off. You obviously saw me do this wall, which was really easy. This is wallpaper, so I'm gonna put spray water on it and scrape the remainder of this off. That was fine to come off. This is really hard. I think this is plastered instead. So I'm gonna try and sand it, and the rest of the walls I'm gonna leave and we're just gonna paint over. But this wall with the clock on, I wanted to sand down and have like it smoother. So I'm gonna try and sand that wall under this arch and then also under this arch here. Those are my plans today because the paint is not coming until towards the end of the week. So I need to clear everything out of the kitchen because we've still been like cooking and like cleaning plates and stuff like that. So there's still stuff around. So I want to just move that out while I'm sanding. And then in the next few days, we should be painting, which is like the exciting part because that's when the room starts to look new again. The tile paint's actually coming tomorrow, so hopefully I'll start that tomorrow. And the new sink's coming today, so we're going to be able to see that as well. I did also want to try and take out this dishwasher. We will plan on getting a new dishwasher in the future, but for now, I just want to take this out. It's broken, it doesn't work. So I think once I've finished sanding, I'm going to try and take that out. And we want to just put a door on it, just a plain door, just to cover it up. And then paint it the same as the white with the rest of the cupboards. The backboards are obviously going white, and then you guys did see the floor tile that I'm going to be putting in as well, the vinyl tiles. Oh, even one is heavy, bloody hell. Wow.
How many is in the pack?
10, 11.
Wow.
11.
11.
Open one? Yes?
Yeah, go for it.
Can't sit like that. I can never sit like that with my feet. Yeah.
Very nice.
It's pretty.
Very nice. Yeah, I just think the white woods and
It looks like a freaking tile.
yeah.
Because of the texture on it.
What's it?
You have one, I've got more. So they all start from the middle of the room, but I would start here because this is where you walk into it. So I would want these centered here. They don't all start. Some people say
you can take them out.
Some people say from the entrance, but a lot of people say. Some people say from the middle of the room. Some people say as you enter a room.
Yeah, I would personally say just lay them all out.
Yeah.
And then see what it looks like, and if you think actually, you know what, I need to start from the middle, then you can start from the middle. You know?
They say that as well. I just want to do this. I just want to do this one just to see what's it going to look like. It's the I don't think I'd pick another print.
Yeah, perfect.
It's faded, so it's not like in the face.
Yeah.
And it's got that like matte, like texture, like tile texture on it. No matter what it's gonna be like when I want it. Oh no, this is going.
Oh, anyway, yeah.
We can just pull that out and do it.
Yeah.
So then it will be a nicer flush fit. That'll be one of the last jobs after we've painted everything so that it doesn't get ruined. But yes, the boys doing the garden today again, so we're doing our separate projects. But yeah, that's today. Sanding, cleaning. The back of the hob is like disgusting, and some of these cupboards like really, really greasy. This is going and this is going, so I'm not really going to bother cleaning it. The hob and the extractor fan, but the cupboards all around it, like up this side and this side, really greasy. This is greasy. This cupboard up here, which I actually didn't realise is actually a cupboard. We've put some spices in there. So this is, we're actually going to use. So I want that cleaned as well. And yeah, seems like there's a tool up here or something. Oh, I missed that one. That can go in the bin. But yeah, let's get going. I want this reno done by the end of the month, hopefully. So at least once I've got all the prep in, the appliances can go in. Well, I can book for the appliances to go in because I'm not touching gas. We're going to try and do the sink and tap ourselves, but we've heard it's not the easiest, but we're going to try. If not, we will have to get a plumber in. But yeah, once we've done all the decorating and everything, things will start looking better in here. So let's just start. I just wanted to show you guys currently how we're living with our kitchen. Everything is just all on the dining table, all here. That's how we're cooking and eating and getting our plates and cutlery. The new sink has arrived. How beautiful. It's slightly deeper than the one that we have. And I do need to get new, what are these called? Drainers in gold, which I'll just get off Amazon. But they come with silver ones, which are in here. And there. So I'm going to get some gold ones. But that is our new sink. Oh my god, I'm in love. So happy. So happy. So trying to get rid of these popcorn walls and ceilings was a struggle. The main one I wanted to focus on was where the new clock was going to go. I started with the electric sander and I believe the plaster was melting off as I was doing it, so I had to keep changing the pads over and over again. So I did go out and buy a harder grit sandpaper. This was slightly effective, didn't get rid of it all, but it leveled the wall out enough to where I was satisfied with it. Then with the excess wallpaper that was left above the sink, I just used a spray bottle and a scraper and this came off really easily. Day 3, we actually had a lot of deliveries of new stuff coming in for the kitchen, and it's prepping the walls ready to paint. Do you know that hole I filled is that as well? Look how smooth the thing is around it.
And fill that one in or just paint over it because it's quite flush?
While I was watching a video of how to remove the dishwasher, some more things came. I haven't shown you, but the sinks come. I did show you I think I showed you the tap sink, which is in this big box here. It's really heavy. And then we also got the new extractor fan for over the gas hob. It's just black with silver buttons, nice and sleek looking. But I'm not actually sure what this is. Maybe the hob. It is the new hob. This is the new hob we went for. Let me show you guys, probably further down. So we've got 4, but instead of having them on top of each other, we've got 2 on the sides and 2 here. And nice and new. I was going to get one from Marketplace, but I wanted a new one, so might as well for a fresh kitchen. And there's one other box which is really light, so I think it's probably some sort of storage jars for, oh, it might not be. Oh, this is very well sealed. Have y'all heard? Yes, this is a vase that I bought for the new shelves that you see up there in the living room. This is also, the living room has been done, but it's also our storage for the kitchen supplies. So at the moment, because as you've seen, our kitchen, obviously everything's emptied, but our kitchen is basically our dining room right now. So we're using the dining room to store everything, which means that we can't store the new stuff for the kitchen in there. So it's all in here. I'm gonna get the board and have a look at this as well. It's pretty. And this is from Abigail Ahern. Way smaller than I was expecting. That's one of the new vases, which is so cute. If I can get around there. So I don't know whether you've seen, we've decorated that shelf. This one is still pretty empty. I'm gonna put it up there. I think here now. Very cute. Okay, let's see if I can watch YouTube video and try and see if I can disconnect this dishwasher. So I've been waiting finally for some things to come, well mainly paint to come so this room can start looking different. And finally some paint has come. I did start masking around the tiles because the tile paint is supposed to come today and that's what I thought was coming. But actually the wall paint arrived earlier than expected, which is good because I want to get this room starting to look like how it's going to look. But I need to fill that. So I'm going to fill that first so that I can paint around it and then paint it once it's dried. So that's the first job other than clearing stuff, which for some reason is all still left out in the kitchen. Died for a second there. Not for a second. We've done 2 coats on the walls already and I've been waiting for the tile paint all day and it's finally arrived. It is like 6 PM or something. It's actually 10 to 7, so it's quite late, but I want to start on the tiling so that at least it will have enough time to dry overnight. Oh, my hair looks interesting. But it's quite small, so I'm really do hoping it covers all of it. It says 1 coat. We shall see about that. I got the Ronseal 1 coat tile paint in white satin, so hopefully it's nice and easily to wipe. I'm just going to give it a go and open it up, really. By the way, the 2 coats on the wall did fine, but it's definitely going to need another. As you can see, there's definitely still patches. And we are yet to do this ceiling, so that wall still needs more, but still very, very white. Behind here, this wall up here, the ceiling here, we have done a few coats on, but needs more. And behind the cupboards, all there looks very, very white. So the ceiling does need doing still. We've done this arch as well, but it does still need patching. But I'm going to start on this.
Day 5 was basically spent painting everything. It needed a number of layers because of the yellow colour it was before, and also the walls that I'd scraped. Everything we painted in Brilliant White by Dulux, and then also I painted the ceiling in the same paint, but as you can see I went around the light because that is changing in the next day. Also in the evening we did do one more layer on the tiles. This takes 24 hours to dry, and they say to leave that amount of time before you do another layer, so we did do that in the evening also. We managed to get a start on the cupboards this day as well, which was really exciting, and also where you really start to see the transformation come alive in this kitchen.
Kitchen update. We've basically been painting for the last few days, which you would have seen some of. Got a couple more coats, if not, I think maybe just one, right? We were thinking just one more coat on the cupboards. This is changing and this is changing, and we're getting a backsplash here. We've got the 2 coats on the tiles now, so that is complete. Obviously, as I just said, backsplash is going there, so we didn't need to do the second coat on that, which was good because we ran out of tile paint. We plan on boxing these pipes out today. An extra layer of paint on the cupboards and removing this dishwasher. Also, one thing you might not have seen yesterday is we got our new light fitted by, and I know the bulbs are different. We don't have correct bulbs at the moment, but we will get some. But just to show what it would look like roughly. The other 2 come on a little bit slower, but I like those. We obviously need to paint around them as well. And then the boy is this hole that I made, filling this in. We're going to sand that down and paint that too. This arch is actually looking very white now. I did 1 coat on the ceiling. It needs another, if not another 2. But yeah, it's coming along. It's getting there. What else is the plan today? Potentially put the handles and knobs on the cupboards if they're dry by the end of the day. And then it's, I guess, the sink before the gas guy comes.
Yeah.
So almost there. And then the very, very last thing we're going to do is sort out this floor, which I would have shown the tiling, the vinyl tiles that I got for that, but all of the floor and under here. Oh yeah, I also need to paint under here because I haven't done that, so that needs to be done too. But yeah, last couple of days has basically just been painting. I know it's very, very white, very, very clinical. I had my reservations about it, but I'm warming to it more that we the more that we paint, and it's looking a lot more smooth of a finish. I don't know if like down the line I'm going to want to change maybe just the top cupboard colour or the bottom cupboard colour, I'm not sure. But I needed a clean, fresh white slate for this kitchen because the red, the brown, and then the red tiles, the red floor, the brown cupboards was just too much. So at least we'll have a fresh start, fresh sink, fresh gas hob. The oven is staying, that's relatively new and it looks great. I did clean it out the other day, so I mean by clean it I mean I cleaned the windows, not cleaned it out, because as you can see there is stuff in there because our dining room is still our kitchen currently. So we still needed to find spaces to store things, and that's how I did that. I stuffed them in the oven. But yeah, a couple more removals, a couple more layers of paint, and then like the finishing touches are going to go in, which is where it's really going to come together, because right now it does look like a bit of a building site, but I think you guys can get the vibe. And I've got a bunch of accessories for this kitchen. New kettle, toaster and microwave as well. So it's going to come along. That's the door, which is hopefully something for the kitchen.
Here you see us making some framing for some pipes that were exposed. We measured them exactly to fit flush with the cupboard, and later on you'll also see us paint it. This was simply using some excess scrap wood we had and some L brackets.
That'll do.
No, let me get down. Let's get down. It's half fine.
I can't do it.
See, you can't do it.
You drew on my outside bit too.
Yeah, it's fine. Paint it over.
You didn't know we were going to paint it at that point.
Wash it off. It's pencil.
Is that back bit needs to go in more. This one needs to go this way. Okay, stop hitting it too much because it's going to break. Let me see. Ah, finally the pipes are gone and I'm happy again. And I just cannot hide it. Do you know how much like that was making me feel like the kitchen is ugly? Just those pipes. Were they not bothering you at all? I hated it. That is what I wanted. Another day of kitchen reno. So everything is painted. You saw us do this for the, yeah, I'm covered in paint. You saw us do this to hide the pipes. We're going to paint that today. I managed to take the dishwasher out and do a whole new, and there was some of the cupboards that were broken, so we fixed them, like put an L bracket in there. What other cupboard did we fix? Anyway, and we did a whole new coat of paint on everything. The tile paint is actually dry now. I'm not fussed about it being like super white. I quite like the rustic look, so we're leaving that. The ceiling still needs to be done, so that's what we're going to do today, is wall painting and sanding this and painting that. Then the sink goes in, then the hob goes in and the extractor fan. Then we put the finishing touches in, the clock and everything like that, and basically done. I mean, it sounds like we're done, but we're not. But it's just more painting left, really, isn't it? So yeah, that's what today is, guys. Day 100,000 of kitchen reno. That's what it feels like. It's more like 2 weeks. But yeah, getting there slowly.
We are finally fitting in some handles onto the cupboards. We made a little box frame. We found this on YouTube and it's really simple and easy so that the handles are on the same position on every single door.
Oh, we have handles! We're just sorting out the next ones now, which are gonna go smack back in there.
That's an easy one to paint.
Yeah, it does.
Before we
This
do
one.
that.
That one does, the other ones are fine. Do it now by the time we're finished with all these, because we've got to figure out how to do it first. Show you guys. Now on the top, these are fake drawers. On top of those are going to be these shelves in the dead middle of all of them. There. That's a fake one. This is actually a drawer. And this is a fake one also. But so far, it's looking like an actual, that corner I think is my fave at the moment. Right there. P.S. We, just show that. I had a bit of a paint fight earlier that ended up going all the way down the end of the street. Which is interesting. Is this going to dirty the cupboard? No.
What were you going to do? Masking tape to screw them in.
Well, yeah, but also just... So it's starting to look like a kitchen again because we have handles. Finally. We need to go to B&Q and get some wood for a door for this. This is where the dishwasher was. We were going to do the sink today, but that is a tomorrow thing because it's now 4:30 and we had a paint fight and also only just finished the cupboards. We did do a layer of paint everywhere today, but most of the day was spent doing these handles, which I love. They're like, these are brushed brass. It looks off because the cupboards are not straight. These are old cupboards. These are brushed brass, and then these are like a shiny gold, which I like. Also, I'm thinking we need a spray or some sort of sealant on our cupboards because they're just too white. But yeah, the boy made some oopsies. So it's time for you to fix those up, hey?
Yeah, put me on that. Don't put your mistakes on there, don't we?
But yeah,
Put your mistakes on there, don't
I do. I say I'm very real and honest. But yeah, we're gonna do the sink tomorrow. And I'm gonna go wash my face because we ran down the road having a paint fight. I'll see you then.
Okay, day 8 is replacing the sink day, which is by far my favourite thing in the kitchen. But trust me, it was a struggle. Removing the actual old sink was the easy part. We needed to make a slightly bigger hole for the new sink, which we were able to do with just an electric jigsaw, which was good. And by the evening, we had fitted the new taps in, but we were exhausted. By this point, it was 11 p.m. My brain was not functioning. So I woke up the next morning and managed to fit in the draining pipes. I suggest you watch as many videos as possible. It is not a one-size-fits-all situation, but I'm so glad we did it and we managed to save ourselves some labour costs. I must say also, I am completely proud of ourselves. This is completely out of our realm. It may be simple to some, but not in our realm. And we managed to replace the sink fully ourselves. I couldn't be more proud of it.
Right guys, you saw us take the sink out yesterday. It was a struggle doing this ourselves, but we got the new one in. I finished doing the drainage pipes today, this morning. I got up at 5 and started doing it. Obviously the sink works as I've done some dishes. So this is the new sink, guys. I love it. Right guys, you died earlier, so I've spent my morning scrubbing the surfaces. There's still a bit of dry patches from where I've been scrubbing the paint off. So I will go over that at some point, but right now, which there never was for some reason, I'm gonna go through and silicone seal these edges around here so no water gets through if there's any spillages, and just seal the top as well, which at the top, am I gonna do with decorators or silicone? Decorator. So I'm just gonna do the bottom right now. And then also silicone seal all around the sink. So for that, all I need is a wet cloth and my finger and the silicone sealant, which I've left in here. And yeah, tip, cut it at an angle and try and cut it as close to the top as you can. But yeah, I can't even think because this morning was just figuring this out, which I did not film yesterday, and I wouldn't be the one to give you tips and tricks on how to change your sink over whatsoever, that's definitely either go to a plumber situation or watch videos. But it was tough, but we got there. So yeah, touch-ups. And then we do plan on doing the floor today, which is good. The boy is going to put the doors on here. We've just ordered another knob because we're going to do like double doors opening, which is actually going to look really nice, I think, which was a good idea. We actually got these wood pieces from B&Q yesterday. They're scraps. If you just put money in the charity box, there's like a scrap box where you can take scrap pieces of wood. Also, these bits I'm going to decorate cork because these are actually fake drawers. So the real drawers we've managed to paint on top of. Oh, I actually didn't get rid of the paint up there, which I can do after, that's fine. But the fake drawers, obviously we masked up there, so it's kind of like peeled away, chipped away as we've taken the masking tape off. So that's another job to do, but I will do that after I've done the flooring, because I'm going to decorator's cork all the edging of the floor once I put the tiles down, the vinyl tiles. So that's today. But we are definitely getting somewhere. If I give you an overview of the kitchen, it's for sure looking like a kitchen. Still got this to go in, this hob and extractor fan, that will go in on Friday. But yeah, I decided to, obviously the sink looked all nice this morning once we'd completed it, so I decided to put these baskets in. This one's going to be for fruit, and this one up here is like garlic, onions, potatoes, stuff like that. So yeah, I'm not sure what that top one's going to be, but I can figure it out once we've done everything else. And then this can start going back in. But first of all, seal the edging so it just looks a little bit neater, because as you can see, it's not the cleanest at the moment.
Okay, the trick to caulking or silicone sealing from a non-professional is to have a wet rag and then a rag where you can put your excess caulking as well. Run your finger as close as you can to your seam that you're sealing, and then run over it with the wet rag and wipe all your excess off on your excess rag. I don't really know what else to say. It is a simple, do it as many times as you can before you perfect it, but you can go over it more than once. It is a little bit forgiving. As you can see here, this is the difference between caulking and not caulking. The line you can see where I have caulked is actually from the tile not being fully painted, but it leaves a great finish. And then finally for day 9, you see me starting to put the kitchen back together again.
Day 1 billion of the kitchen reno, but we got this beautiful clock from Amara from the brand called Hayoshi, and it's a swallow clock. It's a frameless clock, so we just have, instead of numbers, we have all these swallows, which will be like the numbers all around the clock, and they go straight on the wall. There's like a little bit of sticky back there, so this is what we're going to do, and then we're going to do the floor, and it's going to look really nice because like the light that shines in the morning, like it will have the shadow of the swallows underneath it as well, so it's not like not obvious on a white wall, you'll still be able to see it. tell you, but I have put everything back in the cupboards. I showed you some of it yesterday, but it took me so long. So I will go around and show you guys properly once everything's done, but we've still got 2 more days until the gas guy comes, so the kitchen is not actually finished yet. We just, we want to get our bits out of the way, don't we? And when the gas guy comes, it's officially done. Isn't it? But you're not going to want to watch us do this whole thing bit by bit, because it's going to take probably a while, so let's time lapse this. What do you think of our clock? Our kitchen clock. How beautiful is that? Oh my god, I'm in love. That's the most perfect thing we've put in here. I couldn't be happier with that. Okay, we are doing the floor again as well today, so I'll see you then.
So the flooring, there's no trick to this whatsoever. It's actually pretty simple. The first thing I just needed to figure out really was where I wanted to start, and how I made that decision was how many full or almost full tiles can I fit in. And I bought 5 packs of these, and I just about used almost every scrap I could. Fully to the corners, under the bin. We even slightly went under the cupboards where the dishwasher was also, and this was a perfect finishing touch. I don't actually hate the red tiles with the white cupboards, but it fits perfectly with this new kitchen. Day 11 was mostly decorative. I went around and caulked some bits that I had missed, while the boy made some doors for where the dishwasher used to live. Day 12, which is basically the final day. This is the day the gas guy came and changed our hob over. I didn't want to put a camera in his face, so I will show you that, guys, close up. But we just put in our backsplash with some heavy duty Gorilla Glue. Okay, the very last day of this makeover, I just had an order come through. We ordered the toaster with everything else, but one actually was broken, the one that arrived, so we had to wait for another one. And then we finished up painting around where the backsplash was, and then it was done. So guys, this is the final product. I could not be more pleased with how it turned out. It took a lot of blood, sweat, and almost tears. Not actual tears, but almost. And I'm very proud of the hard work we put into this. Almost all of it was done ourselves, minus the gas cooker, which I would rather someone qualified do that. And it took us just under 2 weeks also, which I think is a huge transformation. I know this was a long one, so I hope you guys kept with me, but I hope you enjoyed it also. And there are some more renovations to come. I know you can sneak peek the garden out there. That's another project coming. And then just off the kitchen, as you saw earlier, is the dining room. That's definitely looking for a new makeover too. So I really hope you enjoyed this one, and I hope to see you with some more soon. Bye guys.